Hello, welcome back to Esoteric Ramblings. I'm Jesse Arnold, and today is Comic Rundown 2021, Week 23, June 9th. Good morning, welcome back to Esoteric Ramblings. It is Wednesday, June 9th, 2021, and I've got my comic rundown for the week. It is week 23 of the year, and goodness, there's a lot of great books this week. And a couple of okay books, at least for my polls. I'll start off with the Heroes Reborn, issue 6. The Last Utopian meets the Last Son of the Gods, where we get Power Princess versus Thor in this issue. This is probably the most fun of these, and I definitely like the backup story in this one the most. Night Gwen, I will be completely honest, I did not read this in full detail. They kind of hinted at some of the storyline in, I believe it was last week's or the week before, with Nighthawk and his storyline. I got it to complete the event, but I'm not super intrigued by that one. I apologize to the creative team. I will go back and read this at some point, but for now, I just kind of skimmed it. It does show Gwen, in this persona as Night Gwen, or I forget whatever her other character name is, but dealing with her and Monica Rambeau and some other characters, and Nighthawk. So this is, kind of a flashback to her story, which, since we saw how her story kind of ended, unless I'm completely missing something in here, just feels kind of like a delayed book. Up next is Squadron Savage from the Heroes Reborn, where we get a version of the Savage Avengers with Elektra, Punisher, and some other characters. Again, I did not read this one in depth. I just kind of flipped through it. I will get back to and read the whole thing at some point, but I did not make that effort for today. And one last one that I did not get to read because it is so big and it is so dense with stories, but I am looking forward to reading that, is the DC Pride one-shot. It is a big book. Like most of these DC books that are anthologies, I get these and they sit on the shelf for a while before I get to read through the whole thing. It looks like there's a lot of great art and some good stories in here, so if you want to check this out and read all about these characters, you can grab one of these today. I will say, Sophie Campbell, who does the art on the Ninja Turtles, the TMNT main ongoing series, did like one of the pinup pages in there, and I thought that was really great. It was really cool seeing her style on some of these DC characters. So, all right, moving on. I lied. I guess I have one more that I did not read fully. Children of the Atom. I figured I'm going to read this at least through issue 5 or 6 to finish out this initial story arc. Again, I will get back to reading this at some point. I did flip through it and skimmed a little more than the others. I did like how it ended. I won't spoil what happens at the end, but it has me at least intrigued to see what happens in the next issue. Okay, on to Die, issue 17 from Image. Feels like we're getting closer and closer to the end of the series, I believe. And yeah, this is good because we pick up where we left off with the whole Lovecraft theme from the previous story, and where this is going. I didn't get my second cover yet. Usually I get both covers to this book, but my shop where I work, we did not get all of our stuff in on time, so I don't have that for you today. But yeah, Die 17, if you've not been reading this series, I highly recommend going back and getting the trades that are out so far, or if you can track down the issues, check that out. It's a very good book. It's deep and heavy, and it isn't the most fun to read in that it's not lively and uplifting in the fun, playful way of comics, but it is very good. It is very deep, and there's great essays in the back of each issue, so definitely, check out Die. On a completely different level, Strange Academy number 11. Who Shattered Toth? Toth? Tothoth? I don't know. Pardon me. Um, Strange Academy number 11. We've got it's not a murder mystery, but it's a mystery, and there's a fun detective character brought in that I was not expecting to see in this book, but I am so glad I did. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this series. I know I say that every time it comes out. It is fun seeing this different take on magic students in the Marvel setting. So I really enjoy that. It's a really fun book, great artwork. It's got humor. It's got good plot development. Really enjoying that series. Wonder Woman 773. This concludes at least the first part of her arc post death metal in her book, where she has been wandering in the world of the Asgardians and DC's Norse gods storyline. So yeah, this was pretty cool. And it was a good resolution, and I really enjoyed the art in this book. And I will be swapping this out for the regular cover when we get it back in. But this is X-Men 21, the Hellfire Gala event in full form. Some parts of this I really liked. Some of it, I don't know. It didn't strike me as much as the ones from last week. It's a little more serious. The artwork in it is absolutely gorgeous. There's a really interesting thing where they show a lot of real world people from our world in it that I don't quite understand why. It's not a bad thing. I just don't get it, and that's okay. I don't understand everything. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, and then the ending was interesting. We get a little more detail of the fireworks, and I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing there. So I guess I'll have to wait for the next issues to find out. Or maybe I completely missed something. I don't know. But I know that they announced the team. This whole Hellfire Gala, the way it's playing out, feels weird. Yeah, because just the timing. Like, I feel like this should have been the first book out, and then everything else should have come after it, because this kind of walks you through the whole event. But maybe I'm just being picky. All right, I've got 2 covers of the week this week. Number 1 of 2 being this gorgeous cover, absolutely gorgeous cover by, oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Josh Middleton, sorry, there we go. Wonder Woman 773 with Wonder Woman and Siegfried on the cover. It is great. I don't know, my camera's not picking up quite all the line work on there, but just the detail and just the emotion and just this absolutely stunning cover. And my next one is, because it is a great artist and it is just my favorite comic book character, Excalibur 21, the Rogue Hellfire Gala variant. So again, like I said, I know I was not very excited about this event in general, but I'm getting a lot of cool Rogue books out of it, so I'll take it. And now for the top 3 for the week. Week 23's top 3. Star Wars War for the Bounty Hunters, issue 13. We've got Chewbacca scoring off with, why can't I ever remember this? Valance. And Dengar and some other characters. This was fun. I'm really enjoying this storyline and seeing where it's going. I've always been intrigued to see how Han, the plan to rescue Han from Jabba plays out, and this is even before he even gets to Jabba, so I'm really enjoying this storyline and reading all the Star Wars books for the month or so this is going on. Up next, previously mentioned as the cover, Excalibur 21. Again, this is mainly in my top 3 because Rogue plays a pretty significant part in this. I do still like the sword and sorcery elements of Excalibur, and I really hate the bad guys in this book. So, not that I think they're badly designed, but like I think they're awful, horrible people, and I can't wait for them to get what's coming to them in this series. At least I hope they get what's coming to them. And my number 1 pick of the week as it usually is, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 117. We finally get into the Battle of the Bands in this series, this issue with Jenica and her band. And it's great. I absolutely love the artwork in this book. The storyline is great. Just the Turtles this has been such a great book for the last 10 years. I can't believe it's been 10 years. They have developed the characters, they've developed this world, it's paced out really well. You get moments of downtime with the characters to appreciate where they are and what's going on before launching into the next bit of action. Sometimes the action comes immediately because life doesn't always come in like nice measured out tones. So yeah, TMNT 117, great issue. I believe it also kind of wraps up future Lita's storyline and sets up things for storylines to come. At least that is my assumption, the way this plays out. But it's great. There's some really great pages of art in here, some great stories. Really enjoyed this. So yeah, that's it for my comic rundown this week, week 23, 2021, June 9th. So yeah, check out your local comic shops or wherever you buy your comics. Go in and find all the things you want. If you liked any of these and have any more questions for me, feel free to hit me up in the comments. If you would like to ever check out my collection in more detail, I've got my Instagram page, Just Shelve It. It's got a lot of pictures over there of all this stuff. I will be back possibly later today with my review of Loki, episode 1 from the Disney Plus show, and I will definitely be back on Friday with my Bad Batch review. So I'll leave you with that. Loki, maybe I'll post that Thursday so I spread stuff out a little bit. We'll see. But I will be watching it very soon. So that said, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your comics or whatever it is you find enjoyment in. Thanks for watching. If you can take a moment, hit that little like button or subscribe if you want to not miss any of these videos. And I'll be back with some more content later this week. And I'm doing the thing where I'm rambling. So I'm just going to ramble on out of here. You have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Ramble on.